Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So, yeah, no glass in this one. We've been having some work done on the house. It's still ongoing, and changing the carpets and stuff like that. And so, because of that, we've also been switching some of the furniture out, because we've got furniture that we brought with us from our previous house, and we decided this is the opportunity to change things around. This house is a bit smaller and lower ceilings. It's a 1930s house. So yeah, we went out and we're buying totally inappropriate furniture for a 1930s house, but we don't care. We're buying what we like. It's just a bit smaller in scale. So we bought a cabinet. It was a bit of a bargain. We bought it from, get this right, the Antiques Trade, what's it called? God. Village Antiques Market, yes, in Weedon. Really good place for furniture. And yeah, I went there to do my photo shoot. I told my wife there's some really nice furniture, and off we shot a couple of days later to have a look. And this wasn't even on my how can I say, this wasn't even on my radar. I went to show her some other things. She didn't like them. She liked this. So yeah, you do as you're told in this business. Especially when you're an obsessional person like me, so you've got no excuses for not going along with what she wants. And so we bought this cabinet, and we have a nice little spot for it. So yeah, it's an ebonised cabinet, late Victorian one, and it's really lovely actually, and the price was very good, and it's in decent nick. It's not super fantastic, but it's so unfashionable. It's so cheap. So anyway, we'll get on and have a look at this cabinet because it is rather lovely. So this is the cabinet that I've bought. It's to go just behind this door here, just off the hallway. And yeah, and I said we've got builders in. That's why there's a sink in the hallway. Anyway, so yes, this is the cabinet, and I will start at the top and work my way down, show you the good, bad, and ugly. There's no ugly on this. It's a really nice cabinet. If you like this kind of thing, it is kind of a bit flash. It's ebonised. I'm not sure what kind of wood it would be. Hardwood of some kind. Anyway, we'll start at the top. What you've got here is, can I get close and focus? Yep. So this is banding made of burr walnut, and you've got like a little stringing on the inside of it. That's probably you or something like that. Actually, you can see the surface. Look at that. It's, yeah, so this is from about 1880, and this is not the best condition for that period, but it's not terrible. There's no chunks missing out of it. There's no parts. You know, there's no super gouges in it. There's a bit of a little bit there, but you could actually put a little bit of boot polish because there's not a big chunk missing out of it there. If I can get that focus here. Bit of boot polish will just make that disappear. And yeah, so I'll show you what it's got. This is like a little overhang here. Can you see? It's rounded. And yeah, more stringing. As I said, it's probably this is not painted. This is actual inlay. And then you've got this lovely bit here. Look at that. That is a real piece of quality inlay there. And it's got a little bit of burr walnut in the middle. And yeah, as I said before, this is probably the yellow stuff. And then you've got a bit more ormolu here. And yeah, and then you've got this other run of ormolu here. More beading on the banding on the door. Can you see? And stringing, and then ormolu beading, and then these little mounts on the corners. Look at this. How fancy is that? Yeah. So you've got goat's head, laurel swags. Yeah, this is taking after sort of like Roman designs. Sort of classical, it's called. So yeah, so that's how it goes, and then you've got more looped stringing. Again, this is insert inlaid wood. And yeah, and another bit this is really easily fixable. The escutcheon, which is original, because you can look at the outline for it. Yeah, there's a nail missing off it. But yeah, I'm happy that's original. It goes with the rest of the look of it. There's a little bit of a beading missing here, but when you stand back, you don't really notice that. Yeah, it's low down, left-hand corner, and the beading, if you look down here, is, by the time you're down here, it's a bit dirty, and actually it's a bit. This is how it came from the shop. Yeah, it needs a bit of dusting. Yeah, and you've got more banding around the corners. It sits on the floor. There's no legs. So that's how it was done at this period. So I'll open the door and we can have a look inside and I'll show you a bit more. Yeah. So this curtain is not original. In fact, I don't think there'd be any curtain at all. And you can see it's actually, this is that plastic stuff that you get, plastic and wire stuff you get for putting your net curtains up. Someone just put this on top and bottom. Yeah. Another problem here, depending on your point of view, the lock's gone. Yeah, don't need the lock really. It's just, it shuts on its own and stays shut. And then if let me show you, it's got little locks here that work. So you just push that up and it locks. It's the door. Yeah, the door's open. So yeah, you can just, if I show you this here, you can just push it up. You can see, and that holds this door shut. And then when you lock it, it is locked, but obviously there's no lock. So the colour inside here, it's all velvet lined. The whole body, the back is velvet lined, and the shells are velvet lined. And I'm pretty certain this is original. It looks redder in this on my camera than it does in real life. It looks very faded. If I lift this one, because I've had a look before. Oops, you can see that's the original colour. Yeah, there's a bit of, yes, but nobody's going to see that. And yeah, but there are, it's a little bit loose in places. There were only ever 2 shelves. Let me get that one out of the way. There we go. And you can see that they have stringing on the front. Yeah. So yeah, that's a little sign of quality, even though the shelf itself is made of pine. If you look at the back of this shelf, it's stained pine. And this is the original. So, and you can see, look there. I don't know what that is there. That's probably something to do with the original woodworking. But anyway, yeah, you can see inside this. That's it. This is what you expect when you see something in original condition. You expect, this is from the 1880s, so this is, 130, 140 years old. Could do with a bit of vacuum in here, but even then, you wouldn't want to run the vacuum on high power because you don't want to suck the velvet off the surface. But yeah, it's a decent nick, considering how old it is. The only real loss on it is the lock. Yeah. But that doesn't affect how it looks when it's sitting here, or that this is a practical thing, because we're going to fill this with stuff. And yeah, I think we're going to take these curtains off. They're going. So yeah, this is the cabinet I bought. Hope you like it. Remember, this stuff is very unfashionable. I would have paid, double this probably 20, 30 years ago. What I paid for it now. And even then, and that doesn't even take into account inflation. It would have been, I think we paid about £300 for it. And yeah, 30 years ago, you'd been paying £6. And it would probably have been in slightly better condition as well. But anyway, there you go. The book I'm showing you is British Antique Furniture by John Andrews. Yeah, forget these prices because this book is over 30 years old, and yeah, mine is not as flash as this anyway, and yeah, those prices are not achievable today. So this is the kind of furniture it is. You can see it's got, although mine are only just the corners that are rounded, this has got completely rounded ends, but it's the ebonised furniture with little en mounts. It's kind of mimicking French type things of the period, but in a more formal way. Usually the French stuff is more rounded, etc. Anyway, yeah, you can even see on this cabinet it's got issues as well. There's a little bit of marquetry missing there, a little bit there, even in this not very big picture. So what it's like close up, and as I said, this is 30 years newer than mine in a way, because yeah, this is over 30 years ago this picture was taken. So yeah, this is the kind of thing it is. And what does he say? Marquetry is now shrunk. Metalwork is poor and the door fretted. Poor man's marquetry satinwood, however, helps the top. The top is marble. Yeah, so this is much flasher, but it does look like he's saying it's in quite bad condition. And he's saying the metalwork is poor, but in actual fact, compared to anything you'd get now, it's probably pretty good. In fact, these look, looking at this very closely, can I get it to focus? This looks pretty similar to what I have on mine. Anyway, so there you go. There's a book reference with the date for 1880. So I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, don't go thinking I'm rich or anything, you know, because this is the kind of stuff. If you were to go to IKEA and buy a cabinet with doors on like that and glass doors, I wouldn't be spending very much different money. You know, it would be very similar. I think it was about £300. So yeah, it's not a massively expensive piece of furniture. It just looks flash, and it is flash. When it was made, it was flash. But as I said, deeply unfashionable. So nobody wants it. I've got it. Anyway, and it's useful, so we're going to pile a bunch of our stuff in it, and I am going to be getting rid of something that's a bit older, and when we've moved that down out of the bedroom, when we've hiked it for the builders, I will film that too before it disappears off, and I think you might like that as well, if you like antique furniture. So anyway, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll be doing more. Thank you. Bye.